Hello, everybody. Here I am. We lost power here at my house, so I'm in the dark here. There's no game on the TV. I can't even watch the end of it, but I made it to the fourth quarter. And here is the reaction to the game so far. The Big 10 Championship. Michigan won the toss and deferred. And in the first quarter, Iowa went 3 and out on their first drive. Tory Taylor only had a 40-yard punt to Michigan's 31-yard line. Michigan then on 3rd and 4 on their next possession, Barner had a 13-yard catch. And on 3rd and 6, it was a 4-yard pitch. On 4th and 2, it was a false start. Michigan still went for it on 4th and 7, and Cornelius Johnson had a 10-yard catch. And on 3rd and 2, Corum was stuffed and Nugent was hurt. So another lineman banged up here for Michigan. It was a grinding, physical first drive for Michigan. On 4th and 1, they kicked it. They kicked the field goal. What are you doing? You just made it through all that. And on 4th and 1, they went up 3-0. After their first drive, which was a 13-play, 52-yard drive that took 7 minutes and 35 seconds. And they were in no hurry. They tried to get into this game and get out of this game. Iowa, on their second drive, on 3rd and 1, Williams had a 3-yard run. And on 3rd and 7, they had a false start. And on 3rd and 12, it was short. They punted. But Samaj Morgan for the University of Michigan had an 87-yard punt return to Iowa's 5-yard line. What an amazing, Iowa had the great special teams. Here is Samaj Morgan now doing it for Michigan, and it was beautiful. Then Michigan, Blake Corum with 2 runs later ended up in the end zone. And he was 1 shy of the record at that point, and Michigan led 10-0. In the second quarter, Iowa converted a first down on 3rd and 1 just before the end of the first quarter. So on 3rd and 3, Sainristil almost intercepted a pass. If it was a better thrown ball by Hill, it would have been. So they had to punt. Michigan, Cornelius Johnson had a 14-yard catch. Mullings was in early for Michigan, which I like to see. We need to save Corum for the bigger and better games. But Loveland then had a 10-yard catch, and then a hold on Trente Jones wiped out a 10-plus yard catch by Barner. And on 3rd and 12, McCarthy was sacked. Iowa then a tackle for loss by Michigan with 3 different players in the backfield meeting him there, and it was a 3-and-out for Iowa. And then with 7:16 left in the half, Michigan seems content with running and milking clock while having some great drop-back pass plays. Michigan got the ball at half. So how does Michigan approach this drive? They were in between, I think. On 3rd and 10, McCarthy ran backwards and he fell, and it was a punt. But time to get back to the run game is what I was thinking. Iowa had the ball then after a horrible punt that Michigan had. Iowa had it at Michigan's 38-yard line. And then Reganey had an 8-yard catch for Iowa, but then Michigan's defense rose up on a fumble recovery, on a catch and fumble by Iowa. So Michigan got the ball. And on 3rd and 2, it was incomplete, and Michigan went 3-and-out. So defense, here we go. Much better punt this time to Iowa's 9-yard line, though, for Michigan. And with 3:44 left, Iowa had the ball, and it was a 3rd and 5, and it was batted down by Josiah Stewart, and they went 3-and-out. But a 68-yard punt by Tory Taylor that time because Morgan let it go. With 1:43 left, Michigan had the ball. McCarthy to Edwards for a first down. And then on 3rd and 6, Loveland He dropped it. He dropped the first down and more. It could have been a huge play, and Michigan punted the ball. And then with 46 seconds left, Iowa had the ball, and Jalen Harrell sacked Hill for 8 yards, and it was the end of the half, right? Nope. Edwards has a 17-yard. Michigan got the ball back, actually. And Edwards, with 16 seconds left, and Edwards had a 17-yard run. And with 9 seconds left, McCarthy was bum rushed, and he was sacked. It was 10-0 at halftime in this game. If not for Michigan's punt return, this would be a 3-0 game, possibly. I was a little bit concerned, but I had to remember who the better defense was. To start the third quarter, Michigan had the ball, and Roman Wilson picked up a 3rd and 9, but JJ almost threw an interception. It was right to a Iowa player, and Michigan went away from the run, but punted to Iowa's 6-yard line. It was becoming the punt fest that I didn't want to happen. Iowa got the ball. But then after a review of Mike Sainristil forcing a fumble, and it was recovered by Mike Wallace at the end of it, I would be lying if this was not a controversial call. But I think it was right. And on the next play, Blake Corum had a 6-yard touchdown run. Number 1 Michigan in Michigan history in touchdowns. Rushing touchdowns. He's tied with Anthony Thomas before the power went out. There's still a whole nother quarter that I can't see, but I'll be watching it here at the end. But it was 17-0 Michigan. And then Iowa had a 3rd and 8, and Caleb Brown had a 10-yard catch. Ostrenga had a 10-yard catch. And on 3rd and 5, Williams had a 4-yard run. And on 4th and 1 for Iowa, it was stuffed by Michigan. That's right. You want to play defense? We can play defense. And we stuffed them. And then Michigan, Corum opened up the drive with a 5-yard run. CJ had a 6-yard catch. Mullings had a 7-yard run. And on 3rd and 1, McCarthy had a 4-yard keeper. And on 3rd and 9, Edwards had a 3-yard run, but the 46-yard field goal was good. It was 20-0 Michigan. And then we entered the fourth quarter. Iowa went 3 and out. A pass breakup by Makari Page was awesome. Only a 37-yard punt by Taylor. And Michigan had the ball. 3rd and 2. Corum only got 1. And a 3 and out. And Iowa had their second block in the back on the punt return. So back them up again. And then that's when the power went out. So you guys are going to have to let me know how this game ends. I think Michigan wins. I think they wanted to get into this game and out of this game because Washington won last night. They're in. And pretty healthy. We want to stay healthy. Iowa's physical. Okay. Texas is in probably because they won a conference championship and beat Alabama. Alabama won. Are they in? They beat Georgia in their conference championship game and only lost to Texas. All of them teams won earlier. Now Michigan won. Will Florida State win and throw a wrench in one of them teams? It'll be Texas or Alabama. Which one would be left out if Florida State wins? Doesn't matter if Florida State wins. With the quarterback situation, are they a different team and all of that? I don't think that's fair. Most deserving teams, I would have Washington, Michigan, Texas, and Florida State, which would leave out the SEC. Is that even feasible? Is that possible? I don't know. It hasn't ever happened. I don't think so. So there we have it. Michigan wins this game. I'm assuming, like I said, there's basically a whole nother quarter to go, and I can't watch it. no power. But hopefully it'll be on tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Root for my power to come back on. Thank you. And go blue. Dominant performance. We got in, we got out, healthy as can be. And we have a whole month, basically, right, until the playoff. There you go, everybody. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day. It's my light source right here. Right now for this video, and my tablet still has some time, so hopefully this will get uploaded before my Wi-Fi dies and whatnot for all of you. But have a great night, everybody.